Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video, and welcome back to a high rating spectates. You know, in the past it's been challenger spectates. This one is, this guy we're focusing on is playing Talon, specifically Talon top. He has been challenger, but he's not currently. And basically, I was just in the mood to watch a Talon player, because I want to get better at the champion myself. But there is no current challenger Talon players playing actively on EU West. The guy that's in first place, the highest ranked Talon, meanwhile a bad engage is happening by the Talon, walks into an Urgot, which is very questionable. This could be first blood if Urgot does want to flash for it, but if he flashes then Talon will flash. Going for the slow with the W rake, and he does manage to survive. So this game to me is going to be very interesting. Does go for the flash, just forces Talon to flash. That was never going to be first blood. But yeah, but that will delay Talon getting into lane. But like I mentioned, is the highest technical, skill player who plays Talon actively has not played in over 3 weeks. Thank you much, low make for 588. But hasn't played in 3 weeks, so there's no replays of his. The second place has bugged, and this guy is in third. So this is the third best Talon player on EU West. He has been challenger, he was master, and now I think he's in Diamond 2. But yeah, John Ty and Rosie, thank you much, both of you. All right, so the reason why I'm interested in this is, one, he's playing Talon in top lane, which, the only people that generally do that are the one-tricks. Lee Sin is on that, by the way, which we can see on the replay file. Talon can't see those auto-attacks go off. But yeah, so he's playing Talon top lane, and then he's against a Bruiser? I really don't understand how he's going to manage to do this at all. Meanwhile, just quickly in down here, the Lee Sin we knew was doing that because we saw it in the replay, is now fighting the Camille. Red buff versus blue buff. Red buff definitely has the combat advantage, but they're probably just going to both back out. Right, back in top lane. He's just gone longsword 3, so a relatively standard start. Again, oh wait, the directed cam apparently is on. Please, I don't want directed cam. Turn that off and click on him. There we go. So Camille is waiting in the bushes. A gank, he's still level 1. You at least need him to level 2. A miscue by him. They do know that Urgot's got no thing. Early ignite coming through. Going for as many autos. This is a dead Urgot. And what Camille also does is leave it for the Talon. And I'll say that, again, this is this is going to be high rating, high diamond, master, challenger, MMR. I can guarantee Camille left that on purpose because of the investment Talon put into the kill. If you're a jungler and it's a free kill, but your top laner has used their ignite to secure the kill, pretty much 9 times out of 10, as a jungler, you should leave that because they are putting something in as an investment for the kill. So that's just one thing worth noting. He is now going to get engaged. If he dies here, that's pretty bad, but he should have E just to jump away. Or he does have E. He does jump away really late. Does, whoa, with the skin of his teeth, manage to avoid the tower aggro, and he survives. That's actually a really, really good survival. You could say he probably overstayed a little bit, risking it. Maybe he shouldn't, but yeah, damn, that was very clean, is what I'd say, because that was literally a couple millimeters out of getting hit by the tower, but he jumped at he uses E at the perfect place. So again, as a Talon high-rating player, the reason why I like watching these is the amount of practice that these people have. They know all the jumps. So this guy will know where every single E is as a challenger, master, high diamond Talon main. Basically a one-trick, I think. He will know how look, he's going across the roll. He knows how this is working. This is where, when you're watching these type of people, there is a benefit because you can learn that. Now I am learning where these E placements are from just watching him. Where obviously he learned them probably by playing a lot. I think it was Java Zava. So the farm-wise, you can actually see Talon is nearly half farm right now. He does go for a full engage, goes for his Tiamat early. This could actually be very well a dead Urgot. He's waiting for his final Q. Minions might finish it off, but the final Q does. So Urgot making a clear mistake there. Overestimating how tanky he is and how much damage he is, and underestimating how much damage the Talon does. Honestly, I didn't think that Talon was going to be able to get that kill. But he comes back into the lane. We know Urgot doesn't have teleport, so this lane is starting, actually, it's a bit weird, but it's starting to snowball in Talon's favour. He was nearly half in farm. He's now 4 minions away from it. He's also on his way to getting the first plate, which, again, that's how you snowball. If you really want to snowball nowadays, you kill the plates. That's where the gold lies. And by the time he gets this farm, he's relatively going to be even in farm using the Tiamat. Again, I'm not a big fan of the item of Tiamat, but he's mainly just using it here, you can see, for clearing, because Talon's wave clear. it's not bad because you obviously have your W, the Rake, but you don't want to use it a lot because your mana. Like, if you're constantly using W every single wave, your mana is going to go down, 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 down. So, yeah. Worth noting that bot lane just get ganked. And it is also, by the way, a Karthus mid lane with Smite. With Dark Harvest and Smite. I don't know why he's got Smite. Obviously, Dark Harvest being an incredibly strong rune for Karthus, but I don't know what the Smite's about. If someone in Twitch chat like knows, oh, it's because of this, I don't know. You know, is he planning to do farming, like counter jungling? Is he planning to do objectives with the Camille? I don't know. I don't really know what benefit that's going to give him, to be honest. So Urgot missing. He manages to do his own cannon there, so no Huzzy cannon happening. Really clean farming using the Tiamat effectively. And you'll also notice the first item on Urgot is Thornmail. Someone's saying Gold Funnel. Nope, that is nothing to do with Gold Funnel. Again, people don't understand funneling much. Funneling would be if the Camille's playing Lulu or Taric and giving all the gold over to him. Camille is still farming. Camille is still ganking. She's a real jungler. Meanwhile, another kill coming in. She's a real jungler. That's not a funnel strat that's happening. A funnel strat would be a hyper carry like Karthus or Master Yi going mid, or jungle, vice versa, and then having a Taric or a Lulu walking around with you to give you all the gold. That's funneling. So what Karthus has got isn't. I don't really know why. Again, I'm guessing like he is doing some farming, but that is just stealing farm from his jungler. So unless there's like an agreement between the Camille and Karthus saying, I'm taking these rests every single time, maybe. It's just to get Karthus really fed. But yeah, it's not like a pure funnel at least. But yeah, this Talon mechanically is very clean. One thing worth mentioning, so he's only been top lane so far. Like, he hasn't roamed. He's just top lane. He's doing very well versus the Urgot. And early buy of Moby Boots. That's really interesting to me, because, like, is he now going to start roaming? And you can see right now he's actually putting himself to the bottom of the lane. So, yes, he's top, but maybe he's going to make the Camille go top lane, because you will say, hey, Camille, I'm roaming. Go take top lane. And he's roaming. He's level 7, and he's on his way. Karthus is covering bot lane, while Zyra did die again. And Talon is on his way, going for a gank. Don't have any vision on the enemy team right now, but the Moby Boots is making go incredibly quick. They missed the Brom Q. One kill, really nice and clean. And there you go. Again, I've said it time and time again. So many people think top lane is an incredibly hard lane to carry on, to climb and stuff in solo queue. It's not easy. It is one of the worst. But if you effectively want to climb, do what this Talon does. Step number 1, win your lane. If you're not winning your lane, you can't complain that you're not doing well in top lane. So win your lane and then roam. Like, you can't be complaining about losing all your top lane games if you get fed, but then you don't roam. And you're on your little island. Use your fedness around the map. That's how you effectively do it. So, yeah. Someone in Twitch chat is saying it's the combo. Oh, wow. The Urgot got hit by the tower, is now overstaying. Talon doesn't have ultimate, but this is very well another dead Urgot. He does have ultimate now, though. He's waiting until his Q comes back on cooldown. Also gives an assist to the Camille. What I will say, again, this is very high rating, but it does feel that this Urgot may not be a top laner, is kind of what I'm guessing. He just doesn't have, like, the decision-making required to stay alive, in all honesty. He's making a lot of positional mistakes and decision mistakes of, like, being in places he really shouldn't. Overstaying, basically. They do get another plate, so they just got 2 roughly plates there. Urgot coming back with a vengeance, does get misses his E, now he's getting completely bamboozled. We know Urgot doesn't have ultimate because he just used it, but that is probably going to be that. Lee Sin, we don't exactly know where he is unless he just showed in bot lane, which I don't think he did, and they are going to manage to survive. So, again, Urgot just came back, so this again was what I'm talking about, the decision-making of this guy. He just came back, he gets chunked even more, and he will pick up a kill because the Camille made a mistake. But again, if that Camille didn't make that mistake, that Urgot would have been screwed again because he just used his teleport and then is really low health. It just seems a bit weird to me. But yeah, Camille made a big mistake there going into the tower aggro. Maybe they would have killed him if Talon fully committed, but also maybe both of them would have died. So it might just not be worth risking, to be honest. So build-wise, he's got the early Tiamat that he's just left. He's then got Drakthar. He's got the Dirk that might be building to a Drakthar or a Yumu. And then also a pickaxe. So I'm guessing he's building Ravenous Hydra, I guess? Like, is he rushing that? Or Edge of, what's the one called? Edge of Dark or whatever it is, the lethality item that gives you the spell shield. That, I think, has a pickaxe in it. So it'll be interesting to see what he builds it into. You'll also notice here his runes, by the way, that are those that are interested. He has gone Electrocute, so he has not gone Dark Harvest, so that's just one thing that this is the 3rd best Talon player on EU West. He is still going Electrocute. He is going for an engage, gets hit into the tower, and just makes a clear mistake. Again, I would think that Urgot does have advantage in this matchup, if I'm honest. But again, he's playing Talon top lane because he's probably a one-trick or a main. If he doesn't make it, if the Talon makes a small mistake, it gives Urgot such a big advantage, even though I don't think this Urgot is great. So yeah, he's still going Electrocute, and we did see that he has got Minion Dematerializer. So he's Domination with Electrocute and Inspiration to get Dematerializer. So that's kind of the runes that he's running, more or less. I'm gonna guess, again, I can't see it on the screen, but I'm guessing he's gonna just go the standard stuff. The one that, you know, when you jump, I think it's Sudden Impact. When you jump and, like, with your Q, it does bonus damage and stuff. It's a really nice interaction, that. But yeah, no Dark Harvest. And again, it would be interesting to see if he goes Dark Harvest in sub-matchups, maybe in mid lane. Because, like, again, to get Dark Harvest stacks, you've got to constantly be getting someone to half health. Are you constantly going to be getting an Urgot down to half health? Probably no. So yeah, his first complete item is Edge of Night. That's really interesting, and I don't think I've ever seen that before, ever. Like, if I'm honest. So he channels it, he makes it miss the Q, and the tower is gonna die? Gets the tower. He just got 600 gold for killing that tower pre-14 minutes. So again, for those that are saying, you know, 14 minutes, you can't kill towers. Well, Talon has, and gets 600 gold for doing it. Basically, two kills worth of gold. So if he didn't get that tower, Talon's score right now is basically 7-1 in equivalent gold. He's then doing a bit of farming, because why not? He's not going to do that. That would take too long. Bot lane is doing a really good snowball. He can't really do much more in top lane, so now he's deciding to go mid lane and then just going to get more gold from tower. The amount of snowball gold that this guy is getting just from the towers is insane. Like, again, just note, the kills obviously are a lot different. The gold is similar, but look at the gold difference. I'm going to bet it's a lot. Look at the gold. Yeah, wow. 1.6 thousand gold difference in just top lane in 13 minutes. That's crazy. He wanted, and boom, even more. Even more. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So again, what I've already learned here is prioritization. I can't say that word at the moment with my mouth. Prioritizing basically towers is incredibly important. So that's because that's where I know he's got kills, but he's got a lot of gold from that too. And yeah, there we go. Arcanine just said, and yeah, good point. He gave the Urgot 800 roughly gold in a shutdown when he died. So that Urgot, if Talon didn't make that mistake and die, I made a mistake. Come back. Baby, come back. If he didn't make that mistake and die, then that would be 800 gold less. So it would be even bigger. So, yeah. Again, mistakes are a big thing. Limiting mistakes is obviously the difference between high and low rating players to the vast majority. Victor knows he's dead because, and to be honest, that's a bit lazy play by Karthus, thinking, oh, he's dead, I don't need to do anything crazy, gets flashed on, gets fully engaged on because he just didn't expect it, and gets punished. Bit lazy play. So Talon now, really fed, is now taking his lead, opens his ultimate on top of both of them, then going to jump on the Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's nearly dead, gets killed by the Talon with his dot, and that's just going to be a complete sweep. Because the Talon's roaming, the Urgot's now going mid lane, but you know, what is he achieving in comparison? Nothing. So you're just clearly seeing two different types of playstyles that, you know, one is working clearly, one is not. And again, it all started because he won lane. And admittedly, the Talon didn't really win lane by himself, all of it. He did get a couple solo kills, but Camille did also help in the early game. But then it was really the snowball that's happened is the towers and the roaming is basically what has made this Talon as fed as he is. Urgot getting engaged on Karthus ultimate. There is the Dark Harvest proc. Again, that is the power of now Dark Harvest. Karthus is the bonus damage it gives to a target you're hitting with your ultimate is insane. It's ludicrous. And also worth noting, it is a Victor mid, which is obviously very, very rare to see Victor in mid. He's obviously more of a cheese top laner at the moment. I kind of like seeing him mid, but obviously he's 1-5, so not having a great performance. But yeah. Second item, by the way, is Duskblade of Drakthar, for that is for the burst. He's not really going to be bursting the Urgot probably all too much, but he's probably looking for like the Lee Sin to walk into him in this bush. The Victor is probably his biggest prey now. Popping the Edge of Night, jumps on him, ultimate straight away, waiting for... Okay, so he basically just waits until he can get all the stacks and then uses W right at the end of the play. Walks randomly into the Kog'Maw because Lee Sin was the other side of him. But Lee Sin's going to get caught out now. Basically gets like one shot, one banged. But yeah. So again, couple of mistakes. Which again, so many people when I watch these episodes, I love when these people make mistakes. Because so many, especially low rating people, for some reason have that mentality of high rating players don't make mistakes. They do. They do quite often. But it's one of two things. They do make mistakes, but they also can get out of a mistake quick. And yeah, they stand out a lot more when higher rating players make mistakes. So if you are low rating people, realize that these are humans and mistakes will happen. They're not robots. Even challenger players, even Faker himself makes mistakes. But yeah. Right, so the Talon back up. Build-wise, building himself a pickaxe. So I'm guessing now he's going into a Ravenous Hydra, if I had to guess. He's 8-2-1, 106 farm. Gold-wise has got over 2,000 gold advantage for his own lane. Is that... Okay, but the Karthus in this game actually has the biggest advantage. He has a little bit more of an advantage. And then jungle is about 1,000 as well. Talon going for a play. I think someone just did donate. I'll check that out. Thanks very much. So we're going for an engage. He opens with the W, goes for an E, maybe looking for an ultimate here. Goes for the ultimate to get the speed up. Trying to dodge out the way. Lots of damage coming through. Victor's going to ult, but he's just going to jump away. Gets hit by the Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw going to flash. He is then going to go down and die. Again, very all-in play by the Talon. But do you blame him? No, because again, even him doing that type of kill, what does that do? That opens up Rift Herald. Again, if he continues doing this line of play after 20 minutes, that will open up Baron. Sometimes, as an assassin, you sacrificing yourself for one big important kill, like the jungler, like the AD carrier, like the mid laner, is really good. Because Talon, arguably, this game isn't the carry. He is just an assassin that is on a mission just to kill people. The actual carry of this game, or two carries of this game, arguably is the Karthus and Draven. So yeah, he can just, like, a one-for-one trade on this is actually okay. So these two going for engage, but don't have the damage to kill the Urgot. Missing the E by Zyra there, unfortunately. Lee Sin does hit his Q. Is he going to go for the engage? Probably with the Kog'Maw. Maybe not, because he doesn't have the range. Draven get engaged on. Karthus near the back line. Victor running in. Lee Sin goes very deep. Does manage to get the kill. Karthus doing a crazy amount of damage. Talon in mid lane. He is walking up, so we'll switch direction when he gets close. Zyra fighting with the Victor. Is going to do a bit of damage, but not enough. And now let's focus on the Talon, see what he can do. He's just going to do red. There's the Karthus ultimate. Does pick himself up a double kill. They are, I think, quite low. So really the Talon should maybe have stopped doing red and maybe gone over. Let's see if he can pick anything up. Does look at one. Don't know. He doesn't have flash. Very close to having flash. Enemy team, looking, they might go for it. They may not. Bromstella's ultimate. Edge of Night blocks the Brom ultimate, and he does pick up the kill. So he is trading a lot, by the way. But he is getting stronger every single time. So someone just confirmed what my suspicion was. I said earlier, I don't think this Urgot's a top lane main. Someone just said, nope, they are a support main. They looked up the profile. So that does make sense. That you could just notice little things here and there, what this Urgot was doing, that just doesn't scream top lane player. And again, it's pretty obvious. The decision-making of Overstay, the not knowing if his strength was high enough in certain stages of the game. Again, this Talon as a player knows how much damage they're doing because they play Talon a lot, and they're a Talon player. It's pretty obvious that this person wasn't an Urgot player, at least. But yeah, a support main. So build-wise, probably waiting for something here. Maybe finishing a purchase. Be interesting to see if they're buying the Raveners or what. How much gold do they have? They've got over 1,000 gold, so they probably are waiting for something at least. But yeah, the things that I've taken away just from his build specifically, Moby Boot Rush, even though they weren't roaming when they bought them, they did roam very soon after they bought them. They haven't bought anything yet, so I don't know what all this is waiting is for. They literally have just waited for like a minute without achieving anything here. Bought a longsword. All that waiting was for a longsword. I don't think that's worth it. And then also Edge of Night Rush. Edge of Night first item. So again, one of the biggest counters to Talon, if not the biggest, is obviously CC. Having Edge of Night to block, you know, an Urgot E or anything like that is a big deal. Anyway, here's the play. The double smite play. So again, we had this recently that there was a Tryndamere in my game that had smite. Anyway, going for a... Whoa! Pops the Victor by himself, blows up a lot of the enemy team. Enemy team is just now getting completely exploded. We're actually going to go back and watch that because that was crazy. But let's just quickly pause. But yeah, we had this recently that we had a Tryndamere in our game that had smite on the enemy team. They had double smite. And I was like, is the whole point of that play to do Baron? Because they did Baron and they all got killed. We killed them after they did it. Is that the point? Like, is that what I'm missing? Like, you know, farming the Wraiths, taking Wraiths with Karthus, sure. But then is it the 20-minute Baron with your jungler when you're ahead? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's worth taking smite, but possibly. Right, let's watch this again by himself. So, Baron's happening. He dodges the... He flashes to open up the ultimate. He then just completely pops. Completely pops the enemy team. Again, one more time. And let's not hold it on him. Let's focus here. And just see how much damage they do. Salix21, thank you much, dude. Okay, so we're also going to slow it down. I want to see... So, he flashes, he ults. He then uses Q on the Victor. Then he uses Tiamat. And then he'll use... Doesn't use W. In that whole combo, he did not use W once. Wow. That was so much damage. And he didn't even use W. So it was flash, open ultimate, then Q, that closed the ultimate, and then that was it. Dead Victor. Holy moly, that damage is insane. Like, that's crazy. Alright, he is now going maybe a little bit too close. Urgot now overextending. Oh, and yeah, he used Tiamat in that combo as well. Woo! They are going to chase him down. Probably not worth looking at. They're going to just continue pushing mid. They got the Baron. Talon is now 11-4-3. Very clean Talon play. Again, well, yeah, someone's saying maybe he didn't use the W because he knew it was going to get blocked by Braum. Maybe. Again, he is a very good player, so if he thought about that, oh, I'm not going to use it specifically because it's going to get blocked, that's impressive. I'm not entirely sure he would have had that quick of decision-making, but if he did, that's, you know, very impressive. Pick up the tower. Probably not worth Camille's death because that's a Baron dead for a support death. You want to try and maximize how many people have your Baron, right? So dying just for a support kill probably isn't worth it. Meanwhile, Zyra's picking up that tower. Karthus going for a re-engage. They do manage to pick it off. You know, is it worth Karthus dying there? 100% no. He's incredibly fed, gets killed, loses his Baron. But it may open up the mid inhibitor for the Talon. But yeah, we've seen incredibly clean Talon play. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this. He opens his ultimate, uses the Q, all of the damage drops back onto the Kog'Maw, and he does get killed. Doesn't have enough damage to finish and pop him, surprisingly. But yeah, holy moly. I do like Talon, by the way. Again, the reason why I'm doing this episode is because I do want to get better at him. And again, a solid way that I would recommend everybody doing is watching these type of players. You know, you go on, you know, website kind of like LolSkill or any of the websites that do it, that you look up the highest rated players on specific champions that you're interested in, and you can find replays of theirs on the official LoL client. You can just download them and watch them by looking up their profile and match history. And just watch what they do. You know, again, recently I've been getting into a game called GT Sport. The way that I've been getting better at that is watching the replays of the best players in the world. Watching how they're breaking, their break lines, how fast they're going, what gear they're in. Same thing with League. You can do that exact same thing here. Watching what items they're doing, you can kind of be like, why are they building it? Also, think about why they're doing it. Don't just blindly follow it. But it's a great way of learning. And again, what you can do in this comment section is tell me what champions you guys want to see, and if there's a really popular one that a lot of people are commenting, we'll do an episode of it. Generally, I'd want it to be a champion I'm interested in, so I get better at the champion as well, because in this episode, I've learned quite a bit about Talon. I've even learned about the wall jumps going back to top lane, which also, by the way, that will work here for mid lane. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's cool. We've learned something even there. Right, Engage coming potentially onto the Lee Sin. Does go for a Q ultimate combo. One-shots the Lee Sin. Very quick, very clean. Uses the W Tiamat in that as well. So basically, he's just using all the spells in the completely right combo. And again, for those that are interested, if we really want to go in depth, watch the bottom left of what order he does, right? Ready? So, he does W and then E, then ultimate, then Q. So it's W, then E to jump over. There might have been a Tiamat, but then the ultimate, then Q. All happens probably within a second. Boom, instant death. So again, that's what I'm getting from this replay. I don't know that combo when I'm playing Talon. I'm learning it watching this guy. That's what you get, and that's why these are so good in my opinion. Alright, full engage by the enemy team. The friendly team. Karthus getting killed by the Urgot, getting dragged into him. He should still have ultimate up. He does. Watch the damage. Boom. Doesn't do enough because the shields. And Camille, for some reason, jumps into her death. Don't know. But that's probably going to be the game. Pretty solid performance by the Talon again. I don't think even this guy probably even mains Talon top. Because Talon mid is just arguably better. Because it's actually quite hard to kill bruisers. But again, this guy, this Urgot was a support main. Good kick by Lee. Is a support main, so arguably the big advantage just came through the lack of knowledge that the Urgot had. The game should finish though. A bit of farming. Pad the farming out. And there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a pretty good one. Learning a bunch about Talon. Learning the combo. Learning about the wall jumps. Learning about his build. About, you know, those items. I wouldn't have imagined to do them in that order. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, throw a like on it in the comment section. Let me know what champions you want to see. And I'll see you guys next time. See you.